Oh jeez. Yo, 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 yo.
Has anybody found the start button?
No.
Going on. I'm
Oh,
currently cutting a piece of lasagna out of the lasagna tray, and that's my dinner.
I thought you were doing that. You were saying you were editing photos before. I thought you were going to be cutting lasagna out with a bit of Photoshop.
No.
You'll cut it out of there and you'll paste it on your plate.
Oh my god, what have you done?
Damn, you're in my car again, man. Oh,
yeah,
seriously?
Yeah, it's nice. It's
What are
comfortable.
you doing? Oh, how's the aircon? Is it working?
It's warm in here. It's
Warm?
warm. Right, here we go. We've got lots of people here, which is great. Sean, Guy, Daffa, Ben, or Matt, Alex.
Hey.
James, morning James. Henry, Cam, Tim Burnett.
Oh, Henry, settle down. It's only car
That's
two.
a sexy name. Josh, welcome back, boys.
Trust me, Henry. Henry, you spent 12 hours in that car. It doesn't seem so exciting.
No, it is. It's cool. It's cool. There's lots going on.
Oh, you need to get out and stretch.
No, it's cool. There's lots of like, sort of like, you know. Have you guys seen the cars they use in like Los Angeles? They've got like iPads. They've got bloody heaps of stuff in them.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Don't worry about there. Have you seen the cars they use in Bologna in Italy?
Oh, the Lamborghini.
Lamborghinis. Yeah, man. I've asked the boss for one of those. He just looks at me with this blank stare and just goes, "No." At least I asked.
You can't afford that shit.
Hey, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah,
hey, Jazz. Nice to have you, Jazz.
Hey,
nice
Jazz.
to meet you the other day too, Jazz.
Yeah. Indeed.
And you are just as nice as what everyone says you are.
Oh, she's nicer than that, actually.
Oh, seriously, Henry, that's strike one. You call me Guy again, you're out of here, right?
I don't know what Guy would think about that. G'day, Sean. Well, welcome everyone back.
Hello.
Appreciate everyone's patience with sort of lots of things going on. So, yeah, it's good to be back, sort of chatting and go for a bit of a fly. It's been a bit of a tough evening. We went out for dinner at my sister's place tonight, and got home a bit late. Kids wouldn't sleep. Just the usual rubbish.
It's always great when kids stay out late and then they get overtired, and once they're overtired, they go into night shift mode and they won't sleep.
It's bullshit.
And look, you know what? The best part is, Tim, you've got tomorrow morning to deal with as well, because they're even better the morning after if they get up early.
Oh, no, but this is the problem though, right? Like, they haven't been. Oh, where's my thing gone? Yeah, they haven't been. Oh, there it is. They haven't been sleeping well at night at all. It's been like.
Yeah, wow.
The last 6 nights, they've been up for like an hour or two, like sort of midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, wow.
It's just been ridiculous lately. I don't know what's going on.
Hey Matt, is Benja at your place?
Benja?
Yeah, like he just put in a comment saying, "I hate when I get my lasagna in my photos, and I have to Photoshop it out." We're just talking about you photoshopping some lasagna out of your plate, out of your train into your plate.
I think he heard it on the
Yeah,
stream, mate.
he must have heard it.
He must have. That's funny. As.
27 days till Sydney. Josh, not too long, mate. Not too long. Hopefully
What's
we've got some
happening?
nice
27
weather.
days?
He's coming down to Sydney.
Ah, nice, nice. Just
Yeah,
leave,
no.
leave your cyclones in Queensland, alright?
Benny's not here, but I do have a full tray of lasagna from the wedding.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. How was it?
That was left over. Yeah, it was good.
Did you actually take some good shots? Was it?
Yeah, I was just saying.
You
I was
under
just saying
pressure?
to the boys before you jumped in, the quality of photos that came out of the 90D just has, is above what I was expecting.
Oh, okay.
That's
It is
awesome, mate.
It is a quality camera. And I was saying that the 50mm 1.8, the $150 one, absolute gem of a lens. Like, it is so good.
Oh really? Especially for that
I
kind of thing.
usually use for certain photos.
Yep.
Some portrait shots, but yeah, man, just the depth of field on it, unbelievable.
That's sick, eh? Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, it's mad. I'll fly tonight with
So,
my game updates. Good stuff, Chaz.
I won't be flying tonight.
That's
I'm
alright.
going to be editing photos, but you have the honor of me being here.
Yes. Verbally, that's it.
Oh,
So I
Matty
played tennis.
Dafkovsky, listen, Matty Dafkovsky, I'll give you some advice there. Car 10 will stop following you when you put your phone down and stop driving with your phone in your hand. There you go.
He's just stalking. Maybe thinks you're handsome, Daffer.
That's it. That's
So I played
it.
tennis. Good stuff, Henry. It's nice weather for it.
Nice one.
Hey, Tim, thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Bonjour,
He's
Henry.
ready.
Ça va?
Henry, it was Matt's fiance's mum's. If that makes
Correct.
sense. Matt is at the 1.8 STM.
Who's asking that? Hold on, that'll be Sean.
Sure, it has to be.
Nobody else would be
Nobody
asking
else
that.
asks that question like that.
Not that level of detail.
Sean, it is the Canon EOS. Oh my gosh, try again. Canon EF lens 50mm 1.8 STM. Correct.
There you go.
Sean,
But I
Sean
also
knows
have
his cameras.
an original one. I have. See that one's very cool because I used to have one, the 50mm 1.8, and the mount was actually plastic. And they've
okay.
upgraded this one to have a metal mount, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And I got it
see.
for free.
You got it? Oh, you actually got it for free? Or you,
Yeah,
or
it
you
came with the
rented
camera when I bought that. When I bought the.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, you know what?
Sorry, it sort of cut out there.
World.
So,
Très bien, merci, Henri. It was it was speaking French, don't mind us. He just advertised it to the world. So well done, Canon. You've thrown out a pretty cheap, accessible lens, and now you've got worldwide publicity
That right.
from none other than Matty Kugelman.
yeah.
That's me.
Good.
You're welcome, Canon.
Absolutely, they should give you another one.
Actually, you know what? Canon have been quite nice to me in the past. Have you guys heard of Crumpler?
No.
No.
Okay, so Crumpler's like a really premium and expensive camera bag mob or like backpack mob.
Mhm.
And I don't know if anyone's seen it. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed. Tim, I think I may have shown you previously.
Yeah.
But my neck strap on my camera is actually a Canon Crumpler neck strap.
Nice.
And it was given to all the pro. I wasn't obviously, but it was given to all the pro photographers around the world to use. I'll send a photo of it, and pretty much what it is, it's like 3 times thicker. So, and it's all padded around the back. So like normal SLR.
Oh, they hurt. They
you know,
hurt with a big lens.
They hurt after a while.
Yeah.
This thing just is. I'll send a photo of it in a minute.
Yeah.
and it is a really really nice, and only they only gave it to the pro photographers that own the the 1Ds and all the expensive lenses. And when I worked for Harvey Norman, one of the reps actually specifically got one for me.
That's nice.
Yeah, because I was such a I did quite a bit of
you-
Canon sales back in the day, so
Because you were such a good bloke.
yeah.
That's right. Meanwhile, Nikon sales at Harvey Norman fell through the floor.
I tell you what,
Because Canon got the
did.
business.
I tell you what did was Olympus.
Oh, really?
That was oh mate, that was never shown when I was completing any sales.
Boys,
Oh,
I'll just let
dear.
you know, I've just spawned in at Barra.
Where's that, sorry?
Barra?
Where's that?
It's in Scotland.
Scotland. What's the name of the
Oh, it's
what's the code of the airport you got
code.
there?
It's EGEB, I think.
Oh, I've got EGEW.
Oh,
I
it could be
don't know
that
how to say
actually.
W in Scottish. I
W.
don't know. I don't know.
Oh, my VFR map never works, so.
Hey,
That's not good. Are you doing the that mystery flight or the scenic flight thing? Is that the one you've loaded up?
No. I'm just
No?
doing it manually
Ooh,
so we
okay.
can actually all fly together.
Oh, okay, right. Well, I better go and find that. Find where you are, then, eh?
so I'm just not at the computer at the moment. So if anyone's actually messaging me or saying anything,
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'll pass it on.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm in the kitchen, and Sabrina's on my computer.
Oh yeah. Anyone know the arrival airport? It was Edinburgh. We're going to. I don't know the code though. I think that was EGE something as well.
EG. As long as it's not GOGGO.
G.
Oh, that's gone back a long time.
What's that off?
It was
the
a
Gorgomobile.
it was a
Like
Shannon. It was a Shannon
Shannon.
Oh,
ad.
Shannon's, yeah.
Shannon's Insurance.
Shannon Insurance. No, a Gorgomobile. GOGGO.
Oh, that's sweet.
And can I tell you, here you go. No, hang on, let's keep this aviation related. That bloke worked as a bag chucker at Qantas. There you go.
Oh, is that right?
True story. True
He
story.
did. He did.
He did, yeah.
He recently was made redundant. But
That's right. He doesn't have a choice now, unfortunately. But apparently he worked as a baggage handler with
I got
Qantas back in the
shafted.
day.
Shit. I
and
bet.
now he
Yeah.
can't insure his Go-Go-Mobile.
That's right.
Now he's insured with Budget Direct.
He's had to sell that. What did everyone have for dinner?
I'll Joycey send him to airport NONNO.
He said that to the TWU.
That's right. What was this airport you started off, Tim? Sorry, EBE.
No, EGEW, I think it was.
EGEW or B?
I don't know. It was called Barra. Just open Barra.
Well, I'll answer that question. I just
Is
finished dinner and I had lasagna.
Is it BARRA or BRI?
Just one
BARA?
BARA.
What country is it in?
Scotland. We've already been over that.
Batter in Scotland. I cannot be finding batter in Scotland. I don't know where it is.
Tim Wang should know.
Is Tim Wang here?
Hey laddie, I cannot
Oh,
be finding. I cannot be finding the batter in Scotland. I don't know. I cannot be
Barra
finding
Airport.
it.
Are you sure
BARRA.
is it BALLA?
Oh,
Para?
Bala. Is it maybe Bala Airport?
Is it Para?
I don't know.
hang on a sec.
Like it's Echo Golf P. What's P?
This one says
Papa.
EGPR.
Ah yes, EGPR. Batter. BARRA. BARRA.
Oh, that might be it, yeah.
From
I'll let you know.
Batter.
I'll let you know
Hey.
when you spawn behind me.
Okay, I'm going to spawn in now. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to get myself a drink of water. I'll be
Oh,
back soon.
Sorry, babe.
I can't remember what I have for dinner, eh? Actually, I'm just going to take off and get this show on the road. How was your flight yesterday, Tim?
Oh,
Oh, you beat me to it. I was going to ask him.
I think that was the most fun I've ever had on a flight.
Was there a lot? Was it like a booze bus?
Oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah, everyone was like up in the aisles dancing. They were basically using it as a runway to
Oh,
do
that's
some
mad.
voguing. Up and down. Let me tell you, it was really a lot of fun.
That's mad.
We've actually got a few things to cover off. Hold on. Give me 2 secs.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to give my fiancée a kiss. I didn't want everyone
Yeah.
to hear that.
Do you know what's funny? That I had lasagna for dinner as well.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, mate. There you go.
Great one. Great
And
minds
that,
think alike.
let's just pretend that we're not together. Um,
Jeez, the scenery around here's not bad.
so we need to cover off Mr. Wang's flight,
Yes.
and we also need to cover off my flight.
Oh yes. Indeed. Yeah, GPR. That's the one. Yeah.
But I'm
Scottish.
very interested to hear about Tim's when we get a minute.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, right. Oh, just I didn't realize this airport was literally just like a giant beach. This is pretty weird.
This is weird.
I think I gotta
What's
do
weird?
this airport's just like a giant beach.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What are we flying? TBMs?
Yeah, TBM.
Roger that. Where are we flying to?
Yeah. Edinburgh.
Okay. What a weird airport, eh? So you just like launch yourself off
Yeah.
off the sand. And Benjamin's rocked up in a Virgin. What is it? Looks like a Embraer.
What? Is it a 320?
It's got winglets. Might be 320.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not very good with my aircraft types.
Akira. Welcome back, Akira.
Hello, Akira.
I don't know how to say hello. In Japanese, I forget. How do you
Konnichiwa.
Oh yeah.
But it's evening. Konbanwa. Konbanwa.
Common, yes.
Konbanwa.
Konnichiwa's fine. G'day, Joel. Welcome back, Joel.
Oh, it's chill here, is she?
No, someone just mentioned it. Henry's back from the fridge.
Oh,
Oh, geez, that felt a bit hot. So
You
my
know what I'd really
maps-
like to see with this this game? I'd like to see an improvement in the flight models. Like, I'd like to see them make a really decent effort to like fix things up.
Oh, like the way the planes feel and that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I just like to see a bit more realistic sort of flight model.
Yeah. Don't sink. Okay, so had burgers for dinner. There's one place I want to try at kind of like near Rockdale. Oh, it's Cogra Rockdale area. It's called Angry Boys or something. Angry Boys Burgers or something. It looks pretty good. It's like kind of like it's not like a restaurant. It's sort of like you rock up and they're just like cooking a barbecue right in front of you, sort of thing. But it's a shop.
Is that on the highway just
Yeah.
down the road from Jubilee?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it's Ron's Burgers or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's on the left-hand side as you're heading southbound there.
Correct.
Yeah, I know the one.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind giving that a go, eh? Nigel, when do you work next? Says Daffer.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
That's when I attend work next.
Yeah, just because you're there doesn't mean you actually work.
No, it's
Sure.
a great myth, isn't it? It's a great myth that even my wife sort of tells people.
Sean answered your question for you. He must have your roster in his phone.
Oh, probably.
He's just got a spreadsheet. So, Sean, when am I back at work? I can't remember.
Ben's crashed twice. That's not a good start. Do you mean the game or you? actual thing. Okay, Tim, since you're the usual navigator, do you reckon you can tell us where to go?
I can tell you where to go.
Yep, we're going in the right direction. So, heading 117.
What are
Okay,
you
that's
laughing
pretty
at,
close.
Matt?
You,
What?
I can tell you where to go.
Hell, just being honest.
Try the fly-by-wire mod.
What time of day is everyone flying in? Tim, are you flying in afternoon?
Yeah, just normal daytime.
Oh, I've got the sun in my face here. I'm flying at late afternoon, and it is so pretty.
Or maybe I'll change it.
Just the way the sun's coming off the water, and
What'd you say?
it's beautiful.
Wait, are you looking at the sun?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
I must be morning.
What'd you say?
Oh,
Coming in
okay.
your face?
The sun, my friend. The sun.
Oh, right.
There we go, that's better. I'm just like pre-sunrise. Had a nice dawn.
The morning glory.
There's nothing better than a bit of pre-sunrise.
Jeez. Holy moly.
Matthews, PG-13.
Mate, I'm a big fan of just before the sun rises. It's a beautiful glow.
It is.
That's it. You have a bit of trouble rolling out of bed, but you like it.
Exactly.
Oh, a bit of pre-sunrise.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I'll try and get him to pull me over so we can spotting. We don't have to work. When does Nigel work? Normally just
When
looks
I
at his
turn
phone
up?
90% of the time.
Oh, not 90%. No, no.
It's probably like
it's
probably like mid
89.
80s. Yeah, 80s.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, come on. Let's be honest.
I wouldn't put it-
89.9.
I wouldn't add 9 in there. Come on, that's a bit harsh. That's. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's a bit tough.
Oh, it's jeez. Everyone's picking on me tonight, eh?
Yeah, what's with that?
It's just normally me.
Oh, just-
They weren't expecting me to be on, so they haven't got their books open to attack me.
Oh, we can attack you if you like.
I stay out of it.
Okay.
We'll
Just thought I'd offer.
Ben's Aviation.
Ben's Aviation.
G'day, Ben.
Howdy.
I think,
Oh, look at that. How's that for attention to the loyal customers?
To-
They turn up and we just like
we
smash
just
it out.
attack them.
That's right.
No,
Ah.
Ben's Aviation. Not sure, but he might be new to the stream. Maybe.
I think he might be, and if he isn't, he.
Yeah, welcome. If you are new, welcome, Ben.
If you're not, we apologise.
Yeah,
and
because we have a lot of people come through with something aviation or in the name.
Mm.
Hope everyone's well. You too, mate. You too. Hopefully enjoying your Saturday night. Just cruise along nicely. We're flying in Scotland at the moment.
Scotland.
Nigel, I was once listening to ATC and I heard you on there.
Really? Is that because the tower called me by name?
sorry to hear that, Henry.
Like, oh, Matt. Oh,
Matt has no calf muscles.
well, there's another no calf muscles. Oh, jeez.
Matt must follow me
Wow.
on. Matt must follow my personal Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And he's
wow.
taking a dig,
he's having
and
that's a big dig.
I tell you what, mate, come to the gym with me, and we'll see whose muscles are going to be pumping.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Matt's. You know what? Matt's pretty fit, and he has to be because he's chasing all those Gold Coast girls around all the time. So he needs to be able to keep up.
Oh, tell you what, mate.
He's not arguing. I can't be too far off the truth.
I thought, hold on, I was just going to refer to your comment about keeping up, that's all, but anyway, I'm not sponsored by Pfizer.
Let's not go there.
Oh, jeez. Oh, boom tish. Oh, it was Cartoon. It was definitely me. Oh dear. Well, maybe it was.
Let's just say for a laugh that it was.
Yeah, that's it. Were the radio calls that bad, were they?
Well, that was a good laugh, guys.
Don't blame me, I've been here a few times. Oh, good stuff, Ben. Well, welcome back if that in that case.
Yeah, you know, it's been ages since I've done a fly with you guys.
No, no, it's been a while.
It's been a long time.
The live weather is foggy. Oh, that's why I'm flying normal weather. Actually, I need to turn left.
Oh, well. Should I have a chat about my experience last week?
Please do.
Definitely. Discussing the Rex
So-
flight.
The Vex flight, ladies and gentlemen. So I have done a report. I haven't finished it, so it's a bit on the back burner. But here's a little sneak peek for you guys. So, if you asked me a week ago, my opinion would be a lot different to what it is tonight. I think overall Rex, if they can get everything under control with, you know, no delays and things like that, I honestly think Rex have a good opportunity to really hit the Jetstar market. I don't think that they'll hit the Virgin market, but the Jetstar market, I think that they will. But overall, the service was good. It was a bit difficult on the day to kind of grasp of if they've got it under control or not, because they were serving champagne and orange juice, and
Not
they
to
were
mention
only
there's a big event going on and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's not a normal. It was not a normal
Exactly.
service day.
and they were delivering the drinks on a platter, but they were like a catering tray, and they were only doing 2 rows at a time, and then they would go back and then go do another 2 rows. So that kind of slowed them down. But there was media on board, there was a lot of stuff going on, so I kind of need to go on another flight as just a normal flight, and then assess and come back with a bit more feedback. The things that I do think that they could have done better was, I believe they had enough time to change the interior. They had enough time to replace the windows on the outside.
Yeah.
Things like that.
It really
That's right now though. That's extra cost that they, in the current climate, that they don't have the war, that you wouldn't think that would be a priority with the current capital inflow. So I think if they can get established and they can start getting the books to look positive overall, I guess that stuff will come in time. But I think initially, yeah, if the market was better, if it was like a 2019 market, yeah, sure, no
different
problems.
different story.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, sorry, Henry, in what way do you mean that Rex have a better product offering than Virgin Australia? I want to get it right. So, they have the same baggage allowance, they have snacks, their prices are exactly the same at the moment. Virgin have a loyalty program. So, what do you mean by they have a better product offering? I just don't understand.
Sorry, Ben, what are your thoughts on Omni 7.6? That's sexy.
Are you excited for that? Are you going out for it tomorrow?
Sucks I'm not at work. Well, it's supposed to be overcast tomorrow, so gonna play it by ear. Rex should have got an A220s.
But at what cost though, Henry? They've gone for something that's available.
Yeah.
That's probably
At a very
relatively
cheap
cheap.
price.
Because you think about the leasing companies, how many leasing companies right now have got aeroplanes sitting on the ground, earning them nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
So if they can at least get something back in the air, and you know what, 6 737s is better than no 737s. So Rex probably got an awesome deal for the first 1 year, 2 years, whatever the case may be. Yeah, I don't think there'd be too many A220s sitting on the ground doing not much.
Yeah,
I think,
that's it.
but 737s, there's a gazillion parts for them. Yeah, the market, you'd think it'd be cheap as chips. You'd almost be able to hire one for $1 a day, you'd think.
Especially another thing, you've got a lot of ex-staff lying around that are also very
Qualified,
familiar.
yeah.
Qualified, yeah.
Absolutely.
Rick should have got Concords.
Look, I agree. Would have been so profitable. Look, Bencher, I'd agree with you. That's if anybody could have made money out of the Concorde.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't think Air France or British Airways ever made a cent out of those. It was a flagship aeroplane that cost a hell of a lot to run, that was flown by an exclusive few, that was incredibly expensive to fuel and maintain and all the rest of it.
Not to mention it was well ahead of its time.
Yeah. It's
And I think that was the issue.
Sydney and Melbourne, but you know what? The problem is you can't fly supersonic over mainland Australia, so
Yeah.
they would have been stuffed. To get to Melbourne, they would have had to go via New Zealand just so they could get some ocean underneath them.
Saw my first Rec 737 today in service. Oh, Scatterback. Yeah, because there was an air. I don't. Oh, actually, is RQC back in service?
Don't know.
Didn't have meant
Don't
to.
know.
Because it was broken down in Sydney for a couple of days.
They do have enough sub 340s. They've still got some that are parked in Sydney that haven't moved for months. It kept deleting my messages.
And yes,
Rex,
it's still broken down.
Rex, actually, look, to be honest with you, Rex probably couldn't have enough sub 340s. Whenever they come on the market, they seem to bring it into the country and do something with it, either scrap it or cannibalise it or stick it in service.
Or something.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the same as Alliance with their
With the Fokkers.
Fokker fleet.
Fokkers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's smart. Why wouldn't you?
But you see, the interesting thing is, like, what do they go to after the Saab? Because the Saabs are old. The average fleet age is like 20-something years.
Yep.
Oh, that's old.
You know what? It's a good question, Tim, because there's nothing out there that really fills that market the way the Saab fills it.
Correct.
Apart from the Dash 8, really.
But even the Dash 8, the 200, it's like
still,
there's no aircraft that fills that niche right now. So
no. Especially
and
of like a sort of new
model.
model.
No.
Actually going to need a replacement. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, look, I wonder whether Saab have considered actually putting the 340 back into production, because you know, whatever's left is going, well, it's getting old. You know, if they were to get a new modernised 340 going, I wonder what the market would be like.
Yeah.
Well,
who kept deleting my messages? No one, Sean.
No one. I don't know who is. But in saying that, Nige, I don't know if you're aware or I've covered it. I've spoken about it before, but de Havilland are rumoured to be shutting down the Dash 8. Production, yeah, because there's no market for it at the moment, because there are so many parked away, not being flown. That
does that include the Q400 as well?
Correct. Yeah, all the Q400s, and yeah, there's just too many that there's not enough within the market. Or sorry, there's not enough not available second hand for them to make more, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
So why would an airline go and buy, brand new aircraft when they've got Q400s that are maybe, 3 years old, sitting around doing nothing?
Yeah, wow.
So I just don't think Saab will have anyone interested in it, apart from Rex.
That brings me to another question though. Like, back in the day, the Navajo and the Chieftain filled a really important market in regional air transport. They were produced in Fletcher. Here you go.
Hey, Fletch.
The Chieftain Navajos were produced in pretty decent numbers, and they filled a really important gap. Now, there's no more twin engine stuff in New South Wales. Certainly not on a commuter level like there used to be. The 1900s, Beach 1900, C 1900D, that filled a market. That's now gone. There's obviously a massive hole there, but there's no aircraft filling it. So what's happened with those holes? Why is it so unattractive anymore, these days, to have those sorts of aircraft?
Yeah, it's actually a very good point, because a lot of these really thin routes, Sydney to Maruya and all this sort of stuff, right? There's obviously a lot of those around the world, and they're all being served by very old aircraft. Henry mentioned the ATR 42, but like we're like even thinking about smaller things than that. You know, like
Yeah.
you know, how many seats does a Saab fit? What,
That's it. I mean, back in
16
the day,
or
Impulse
something? I don't know.
Airlines, it's 34 in a Saab.
Oh, is
But
it?
back in the day, yeah, 34. Back in
Yeah.
the day,
Hey
Impulse
James.
Airlines had the
Had
1900 seats running around.
1900p. I used to fly in it all the time
Yeah,
to Newcastle.
that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
They were 19 seaters, and they served a market, and they were doing really well back then.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, what happened to those markets?
Because it,
It's an interesting question. There's just, I mean, yeah, like you said, the Saabs have only got like a finite life on them. There's going to come a point where they need to replace them with something, but the something just isn't out there being built for them to replace them with.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like the Fokker 50. What is that comparable to? Like, would that be more comparable to a
E170,
uh,
similar to an
no,
E170,
no, because the Fokker 50's a prop.
Fokker 50.
Yeah, you're thinking of the Fokker
I'm
70.
thinking of Fokker 70. Apologies, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Fokker 7.
I told you I don't know my aircraft types.
So, just hold on, let me have a look here. The Fokker 50 is 46, roughly.
But even then, that's too big for some
Yeah, it's
markets or for
yeah,
some airports.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm
like
saying. You know, there's just nothing out there.
yeah, like think about those like sort of weird little
Jasmine,
flights.
Jasmine. Piper Warriors don't count. Sorry. People are starting to look at the smaller aircraft. Not that
But
small.
that's the thing though. Nobody really thinks about it.
But the other thing too, and this is the bit that frustrates me with aviation in this country in general. You look at the American market. Yeah, sure, they've got 10 times our population. I get that. They've got the same land mass as what we do. They've got more major centres. Yeah, I get that. But you look at their aviation industry, it is just like booming along.
Yeah,
But then
yeah,
you look,
yeah.
but then you look at the price of petrol over there, and you look at the price of petrol out here. Like, yeah, you have gas prices. Holy moly! When you speak to Americans and you tell them that we're paying like $8 a gallon, they freak at that. They're paying like $2 a gallon, and they think it's expensive. And you tell them, oh, we're paying $2 over $2 a litre, $8 a gallon, and they're like, you what? And it's like, well, that's what's killing aviation in this country. And you know what? That's probably what's killed off the aircraft like your Chieftains and your Navajos and things like that, because yeah, it's just become so like unviable cost wise.
Yeah. That's it. Hey, Arbs, somebody needs to make a plane to fill the hole.
Yeah, they do, but what size plane do you make?
Yeah,
How big do you make it, and what are the
yeah,
specs that you put in it?
yeah. Because when you think about it, everyone's sort of making that sort of single aisle, 150,
Jet.
200 seater jet.
Here's
Correct.
here's another one for you.
Yeah.
What about Aero Pelican with the Jetstream?
Well, that's
But
it.
again, that's an old aeroplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what does an airline like Aero Pelican go to next?
Yeah.
Once these aircraft are, you can't get parts anymore, or
That's it.
they're too old to fly. Like, how does an airline like that recover from, like, what's their, like, really, when you think about it, their next option is a Grand Caravan.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's it.
that, but
Hey,
then you've got to then ask, would the travelling public be happy, like the travelling public be happy to jump on a single engine turboprop? Would they be happy to be flying that sort
to
of
be
thing
flying around
regularly?
in GA sort of stuff.
Yeah, like that's right, because most people would get on
I
the
would,
aeroplane
mate.
and look at it and go, "It's got two engines, awesome, I'm safe."
Yeah, that's it.
They look at it and go, "It's only got one engine, oh, panic."
Hey,
Notwithstanding how reliable the Caravan is.
that's it. Henry, just ignore that. That he won't be in trouble anymore.
Hey?
Just some. I don't even know who it was. Just trying to wind Henry up. G'day, guy.
Oh.
Arbs, bit of sickness in the family. Dust settled a bit, so we're back on. We're back on. You should have seen the Mardi Gras live. Oh, how was it, Tim? I bet there was a lot of. Was there a sort of a big fence set up, and there was a lot of people on both sides of the fence?
Mardi Gras itself
Yeah.
this year?
Or
It was.
just the live stream chat you were talking about.
Oh yeah, there were just a lot of. I think they were just trolling, but it just goes to show that
Yeah.
there's a reason why Pride or Mardi Gras exists.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you gotta be lonely to be doing that sort of shit. HL still in production. Yeah, like you kind of wonder, like they sort of need like a the Dash 8 Q200 to come back, or
Yeah,
literally they just need like a sub 340 Neo.
yeah.
Maybe not
You
a
know what?
sub 340
Can I tell you
Max.
that? Can I tell you about like when I started, right? The Dash 8 100s and 200s were at Sydney Airport when I started. Then when Eastern Airlines got the first 300 series Dash 8, that was a big deal, man. That was suddenly like a holy moly, where the hell are we going to put this thing? Because it was so much bigger than the 200s.
Mm,
But now I look at the 300s and I go, geez, they're tiny. Then I look at the 200 next to it and go, how the hell do you make money off of an airplane that small?
oh
You know,
yeah,
like it's
but
um
oh, do you mean the 200?
yeah.
But you look where they put it though.
Oh
They put it
yeah,
on Lord
absolutely.
Howe Island. They're probably making a fortune off them, which is probably why they're still running.
But the point is, before the 300s and 400s came along, it was the 100s and 200s that were all that were flying around.
Yeah, yeah.
And yet Eastern Airlines, which then became QantasLink, was still making money off such a small little airplane. I mean, you look at the thing; it's a bulky big airplane with a great big, huge, massive tail.
Oh, it's got a big tail on it.
Oh, it just
Kind of
looks
like you,
so out
Tim.
of proportion. Hey,
Kind of like Tim.
well, it's like the equivalent of the 747 SP of the Dash 8 series now. It's
Well,
short and stubby with a huge tail. You know,
yeah,
like
that's it.
um,
That's it.
that's
Cessna 210 or 182. 182 might not be enough for Rex. But yeah, like it is like so interesting though. Like there is just simply nothing like for now to replace the Saab 340s with like a next generation fleet.
or the Dash 8 smaller bodies, the
Yeah, because
200, even the 300s.
the 200, sorry, the 400 is way too big.
Mm,
ATR 72 probably way too big, same category as the Q400, but
that's it. Like the Q400 is great for a run like say Sydney to Canberra.
yeah,
Yeah, you've
perfect.
got Sydney to Coffs Harbour. You've got bigger populations and you can get there pretty quickly. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
400 makes sense for those routes, but for those smaller routes, like you're saying, the Maruya route, you wouldn't stick a 400 on that.
No, that's it.
You wouldn't stick an ADR 72 on that.
Yeah,
Way too big.
it'd just be complete overkill.
Oh, it would be.
The Jetstream, what's the Aero Pelican? Is the Jetstream 32?
Yeah, 32, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So it will hold.
They're 19 seaters, I think. Is it 19? Can't
Yeah, they're
remember.
19. Wow.
19 seaters.
I was just
yeah.
thinking. I was just thinking of other aircraft. Like you wouldn't even be able to use the King Air. You know,
Nope.
that's only
But-
11.
13 people, including pilot. Yeah.
Yeah,
about 12 people.
I'm just, I'm just trying to think of other twin turboprops that are currently still in production.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe that's our market. Let's get there. What are we doing? What are we making? We're gonna make a single
It must.
single
it-
aisle.
It must be able to do a roll.
Mate,
It must be able to fly under
what
the
type of
Harbour
airline
Bridge.
are you trying to run here?
Well, I mean, look, I haven't had a single passenger complain when I've been flying, and I spend a lot of my time upside down, even in TBMs. So
Because they're too busy vomiting instead of complaining.
No one is supposed. Two Rex 737s and a Saab lineup. What a beauty. Anyone know why Delta went to the jet base today? Got totally registered. Oh, is that right, guy? It didn't leave because it was our first visit of a rego that wasn't 513 or 511.
oh, really?
Yeah.
What was that, sorry?
Oh, you know how we only get two Delta 350s here. We got
5.
505 today, and we're getting 508 tomorrow.
Oh yeah, they've released a whole new bunch to you guys, haven't they?
Yeah. I'm never going to be able to look at the Dash 8 the same again. Maybe
Yeah.
just the 200 pin.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny,
Okay,
welcome.
so I've just
Hello,
Hey.
Logan household.
hello, Logans.
Hey, Logan.
Greetings from New South
So
Wales.
Looks.
I've just had a look. So apparently, I don't know how real this is. Hold on, stand by actually before I don't know if this is just a concept or if this is actually. Yeah, wow. So Cessna are releasing a aircraft called a Cessna 408 Sky Courier.
Sky
That's a
Courier.
freight version, though, isn't it?
Huh?
Sky
That's
Courier.
just that's a freight aircraft, isn't it?
Sky Courier? No.
Yeah.
It's a currently it's a 19 passenger twin turboprop.
19, a twin.
Twin.
Yeah, I've seen that on Schmindy's Brasilia. Not going to send the Brasilia here. Turn it up. On Schmindy on Instagram, she's
The 120.
she's shown the 408.
Yeah.
It's-
So it's currently in development still.
And how
Its
many
first
seats did you
flight,
say?
19.
19 seats.
And it's
And what's the Saab 340 hold you said?
34.
38,
34.
34. Sorry,
34 seats.
I'm just looking at like something for like Aero Pelican, for example.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
just
so
still looking.
that would be ideal for them, yeah. It was towed over, but I didn't see it leave. Interesting. I went to the engine room base. Maybe they must have had an issue. I think it was 505. Yes, Sky did leave.
Okay.
It left 2.5 hours late. There's a castle below us.
Oh, really?
Stirling Castle. A bit higher.
Okay. Here's something interesting for you. This was posted in April last year. Things could have changed since then. But DRA. So that is Germany. I don't know. Duchess. How do you say German?
Deutsch.
Deutsch. Sorry, Deutsch
Deutsch.
Regional Aircraft.
Mhm.
Looks like they have proposed to revive the Dornier 328 twin turboprop
Nice.
as the
Yeah.
D328 Eco. They have recently hired an Airbus specialist,
That's a
and
nice
it will
looking
be
custom.
a 30-seat aircraft. 33, sorry.
That's right. You know what? I'd forgotten about Dornier, but they make a bucket load of twins.
Oh, there's this Cessna 4. Daffer just posted in the Discord that Cessna 408 Sky Courier.
Oh, yeah.
It's got an
Yes.
interesting look to it. It's in off topic.
Hmm.
It's got an interesting look to it. Yeah,
That'll be interesting.
It's an interesting topic, isn't it?
it's and you know what? It's something that probably not many people really sort of discuss, because everyone's talking about like 737 Max, bloody all that sort of stuff. Like sort of the
It's a whole forgotten market,
yeah,
but it needs to be filled.
well, that's it. Oh, Nigel, you alright?
Yeah, mate. I'm good.
Looks like you're plummeting to the ground.
I'm just in my little Cessna here. I'm good.
Looks like you're in
Here we
a
go.
320 for me.
Looks like I'm in a what?
320.
Oh no, mate. Little citation. This one.
Actually, I think that's a really nice looking aircraft. I just posted an actual photo so that someone's taken of it on its first test flight.
Hmm.
Yeah, right.
So it'll
What
fit 3
aircraft does
ULDs.
Sharp? Sharp used the Metro. Sean got it, yeah.
The only problem with an aircraft like that, like Tim just put in the Discord, how it's got the 3 ULDs on it. If that was being used in a regional scenario, can you imagine somewhere like Bathurst Airport, Orange Airport, Dubbo airports having an FMC to be able to take those ULDs off the aircraft?
Well,
That's where it would. That's where it would fall down out here. Because who's going to put out the outlay for 1 ULD out in the country airport for 1 aircraft a day or 2 aircraft a day? Who'd do it?
For let alone for like just a couple of bags,
Yeah, that's right.
plus like a bit of freight or something.
Crashtro liners. That's what they used to call them.
The pencil plane.
Pencil plane crashtro liners. One crashed a few years back, eh?
Or did it?
Yeah, I think back in, or maybe like 2009 now.
Yeah.
Metro plane
Metro's a nice one to go on one.
crash.
Henry, they're actually not too bad to fly on. I flew on a couple back in the day with Brenda Bella. They got no flight deck door either, so you can look straight out the front. Same as the J32 on Aero Pelican, or Fly Pelican, I should say.
So there was a crash in 2005. And there was also a report of a loss of control of aircraft, which was
Oh shit.
Oscar Zulu November.
2008. That's the one. That's the one.
Off Sydney. Oscar Zulu November, was it?
Yep, that's the one. It was doing a freight flight to Brisbane.
Oh,
I was car 2 that night.
that's right. It
And
took off
did,
out of here, didn't it?
John Hamilton was the pilot's name.
Did he die?
He did, mate.
Yeah, that's right. That's
He
the one I was.
wasn't recovered.
That's the one I was thinking of. The one in 2008.
Yep.
So
Yep.
what happened? What happened there? Refresh my memory.
He took
Well-
off on 16 right on a curfew 2 departure.
Yeah.
He got out over the ocean near Kurnell, and they lost contact with him. And the guy that was in the tower, he's still in the tower these days.
Yeah.
He started calling Oscar Zulu November Tower, Oscar Zulu November Tower, Oscar Zulu November Sydney Tower, and he called and there was no response. And yeah, bit by bit we sort of started getting word that one of the 146s coming in had seen possibly an explosion on the water.
Oh jeez.
They circled around looking for possible debris, couldn't see anything. They noted there was fishing boats out there that were also sort of in the area, but it looks like he hit the water in a very vertical profile, and yeah, there was some bits of baggage sort of showed up, but as far as I know, that they never recovered the actual aeroplane, and I don't believe they recovered much of his body. I think they found parts, but that was about
Oh
it.
shit.
And
That's hectic.
yeah, so they suspended all departures out of the Eastern Park that night, and I've still got all my notes that I wrote that night. Still got those sitting in a folder at work. So
So that was out over like, was
just
it
south of Kurnell.
in the bay, like off Cronulla sort of thing?
Yeah, just south of Kurnell, at the ocean, off Kurnell.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
I'm just reading the report. I'm just trying to see if I can find the findings.
So yeah, I never forget that night.
No bet. And it's funny because like, you know, we've never had any like sort of many major sort of plane crashes, but like we had that King Air a few years ago down in Melbourne that took off out of Essendon.
Yep, hit
think it was-
the
Oh yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that one?
discount store. Yeah,
yeah. DFO.
That's right,
it.
yeah.
DFO, that's
Yeah,
what
I
it's
flew to Melbourne a week after that, and like you could still see like, yeah, parts of that DFO like all burnt and.
Jeez. Was it
No,
a
they were on a
toll?
golf trip.
That's right,
Yep.
they were too. Yeah. Henry asked, was it toll? What was it?
No,
Oscar Zulu November.
It was yep.
It was Pele, wasn't it?
No.
Pele?
No, OZ was taken over by toll, but it was called they were red and blue.
No, this thing was white. It wasn't.
Guy something.
Back then, we used to have a fleet of metros go out at night. There were like 4 or 5 metros that would go out at night. There was all the Echoes, like Echo November, Echo Tango, Echo Sierra, I think. There's all
What was
the
it? OZA.
OZA or OZN. It's one of the two.
No, it's OZA.
OZA.
Stand by. I'll see if I can find out.
Yeah, he was on a single pilot operation that night. Had a wife and a couple of kids, I believe.
Oh,
Avtech.
gosh. Or
Avtex?
AirTex.
It was
AirTex.
AirTex?
yeah, yep.
AirTech or AirTex? Sean and Guy.
AVTEX.
Avtex.
Or Avtex, is it?
Oh no, that was in Malta. Sorry.
Where are we going? Edinburgh?
I'm just gonna go over and have a look at Edinburgh Castle.
Yep.
It's not too far away, 4 miles.
Copy that.
How
I
many
was thinking
crashes?
of Jetcraft.
Or Jetcraft Aviation, or whatever it was. How many crashes have there been at Sydney? There's kind of been like
Oh,
2
over
major ones?
Over what time frame?
Good question. Let Matt keep trying to find it.
I've already given up.
AirTech, was it? Or Avtech?
Oh, I don't know.
Surely someone can look it up. Come on, Guy. Because the most... That would be the most recent one then. Even though it wasn't technically at the airport, but it took off here.
Yeah, it would be, yep.
Like 80s to now. Well, it's kind of that.
80s to now, you had Alpha Victor.
Yep.
King Air crash in February of 1980. You had the DC-3 that went in off Botany Bay, or that went into Botany Bay in 1996, I think it was. You had the Ansett 747 with its nose
Yeah,
gear
the nose.
collapse. You had China Eastern that did not quite a 180, it was about a 150-degree handbrake turn on 16 right.
Well,
You
what was that
had
one?
China Eastern A340.
Oh, 340 was it?
Yep. You had is it so I'm trying to think which one it was. It was one of the Virgin. I think it was one of the Virgin branded ones for the one of the Pacific Solomons or something. Tried taking off 16 right
Polynesian
and
Blue?
Polynesian, was that it?
Could
Tried
have been.
taking off 16 right and he had too much thrust on the right rather than the left when he was lining up, and he just kept on. No, sorry, he had too much throttle on the left than the right, so he was using asymmetric thrust getting on the runway, and as he was lining up on the runway, he spooled up and throttled up, but he hadn't waited till the engines had equalised before he throttled up. So the left engine was always powering up more than the right, and it basically speared him off to the right-hand side of the intersection, and he ended up in the grass there.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that was late at night. There was
Oh, shit.
a chieftain or a Navajo, I think it was, missed the turn at Bravo 8, went into the grass there. Yeah, what else was there?
So there's been a few like incidents.
A few incidents, yeah. Yep.
Ansett crash. The Ansett, it wasn't really a crash. It was
Wasn't
just
a
like
crash, no, nose gear didn't come
it
down.
had like a oil leak or something, and the front nose wheel wouldn't come down. It was something like that.
Who was your old man's mate? Was that Andrew Buxton by any chance, Guy?
Oh, Oscar Zulu Alpha Metroliner crash.
That was the one we were
Yeah,
talking about.
That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about, yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't Oscar Zulu November.
So
No,
it
it's
must have been
Alpha.
Alpha.
Okay.
My bad.
There was also the corner 747-300 that did it landed with the nose wheel to the side. I'm pretty sure it was a 300.
When was that?
Mid 2000s, I think. And it landed
Henry?
and had the nose wheel like 90 degrees.
Henry's, lots of touching wood going on, mate. Lots of touch wood.
Hey,
Yeah,
We've
Jono,
been very lucky, yeah.
Jono just posted something on Discord. I don't know how true it is, but he's just posted a photo of E190s in Qantas Link colours from Alliance.
Really?
Yeah, it's like an artwork one. You know what I mean?
Artwork. Yeah. Because they're going to be operating for them, but whether they paint them, that's a whole new story.
Well, they've got a rego here of X-Ray Victor X-Ray, and I'm just having a look.
Yeah.
And that was X-ray Victor X-ray in 2019 was a Cessna 172. So
Right. There was a small plane crash in Exmouth yesterday. What type of plane was it, Arbs? No idea, no, I've just been told the story. Right.
There's a helicopter crash at Orange today too.
Oh, helicopter crash.
Yeah, Bell 206. Both passengers, both people got out okay with minor injuries, but the helicopter exploded into flames and started a grass fire.
Oh my god.
where was that?
Out near Orange. Got the Scottish House of Parliament. Can't you feel the hot air off the top of the building?
James has got an interesting one for you, Nige. You'll be able to
Yeah.
assist. Electra always talks about some simultaneous takeoff opposite Sydney. Something like a plane can take off on 34 left as long as the plane landing on 25 vacates before the runway intersection. Or something
Land
like
and
that.
hold short ops. It's not really something that's used at Sydney. I know they use it at Adelaide.
Do they do it in Melbourne as well? I got a feeling they did.
Not familiar with the Melbourne ops, but I don't know if they do at Sydney. I don't think I've ever seen it where they all clear someone to land, or clear someone to take off when there's someone still rolling on 25.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they always make sure the aircraft's like taking an exit before they clear them for takeoff.
Which is kind of good because I would prefer that at my airport.
Yes. Although the French Concorde many years ago decided that those rules didn't apply to him, and he basically said, "We go now." And he was lined up 16 right, and Tower told him to hold, and he said, "Nope, we go now." And throttle up and off he went. And the aircraft that was landing on 25 had to jam on the anchors and make sure he stopped short of the intersection.
Oh my god.
That was a long time ago.
And that was only a 747, so it was quite easy for them to do.
Land and hold short is the thing in Melbourne. Yeah, I thought so.
Lasso, yep.
Is Ben?
Why is runway 25 never used pre-COVID? It is used.
It was.
It is, definitely.
Um,
And you don't want it to be used because
Unless you're spotting.
unless you're spotting, but as an airline or if you're a passenger,
Oh, yeah,
you
it's
do
a
not want
mess.
25,
why not?
mate.
Because it's just the
Mate,
holding.
yeah,
COBTs,
delays.
all that shit.
the beautiful beach approach over over the eastern suburbs. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's
then,
more of
and
the
the
delays.
departure.
Where are we flying to, by the way, fellas?
I've just landed at Edinburgh Airport.
Copy that. I'll just skim a few trees, come over the hill, and I'll land there as well.
Fokker 50s are awesome. Yeah. I wonder when the last time we saw a Fokker 50 at Sydney. Because I don't know if I've ever seen one.
Is that the Fokker with the dart engines?
Yeah, the props.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Cruise, Bill Cruise with Air Cruising Australia was that a Fokker 50 or a 27?
Oh, a bit before my time, I think.
That might have been a 27.
Bit before my time, unfortunately.
But we've had an Alliance Fokker 50 at the airport, I think.
I think we have, yeah. Same with the F-37, yeah. Oh, they do sound good. So they ever use all three at once?
Yes.
1/6 left departures?
There's only so many modes you can do. You can have 3-4 right, or 3-4 left and right arrivals, 2-5 departures. You can't have, how can I put this? You can't have 0-7 departures and 3-4 right departures. You can have 0-7 departures and 3-4 left departures. You can have 2-5 arrivals, but you can't have 2-5 arrivals and 1-6 left or 3-4 right arrivals. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of modes where they can use all three, but there's a whole bunch of modes where they can't.
So like departures off 1/6 and arrivals on 2507.
Yeah, that's fine because there's no conflict.
Yeah.
And if an aircraft needs to go, like, do a go around off 25, he's not going to interfere with the departure
No,
off
no,
one
that's
six
it.
left.
I
So he's
remember
fine.
years and years and years ago, probably 2009 or something. Singapore 380 was taking off on 34 left, and they were doing arrivals on 25,
Mhm.
and the Singapore 380 got airborne off 34 left. The aircraft on runway 25 did a go around.
Oh wow! Oops.
And I actually got a photo of them. It's a shitty photo. I don't even know where it is anymore. But it was them both like flying towards each other, and the
Oof, Benjamin.
Wasn't there an incident earlier last year? Early last year in 2019 where there was a go around and the separation was like 1,000 feet or something.
that kind of rings a bell.
So
That does
the
ring a
Qantas,
bell.
I think the Qantas A330 was on departure, I think the Qantas A330 was departing, and then the Qantas 73, I think it was the Qantas 73, had to do a go round, and the A330 was still following the normal flight path or their normal takeoff, and then the Qantas was doing the same thing, and the separation was only like 1,000 feet.
Yes, yeah, that does ring a bell actually.
That was off 34 right, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
I was there that day.
Oh,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the trajectory that one of them took was. I'm trying to think of the best way of describing it. But basically, someone got in someone else's blind spot through the turn, but the way they departed, that was just like that. There was no other way they could have flown it, if that makes sense.
yeah,
Without,
Yeah,
like,
because
without,
they couldn't go left.
yeah, yeah.
that's it.
It was, yeah. I remember that day because there was a lot of like discussion about it. It's like, well, okay, well, what else are you supposed to do here? Like, hmm. Like
um,
he's following his path and he's following his path with the go around, and they've kind of ended up in the same bit of airspace.
yeah,
So what
that's
else
it.
are you supposed to do? Hmm.
Adelaide operates Fokker 50s. Yeah, it's just Adelaide Olympic Dam, right? I think just for the Fokker 50s. Pretty sure.
Speed limit on the
Was-
airfield depends whether there's operational requirements.
Like
Like
last Monday.
like you've got a steaming hot diarrhea and you're on the other side of the airport.
Don't be like that.
um, oh Leon, we got some Melbourne ops. Not sure, just normal operating procedures. Yeah, yeah. So that's what we're talking about, Leon. So have a plane landing on runway 16, while a plane holds short on runway 27. But you can have them moving at the same time down there, right? Hey, physics, welcome back, mate. Because I'm pretty sure they can do like landings on 27. Wait, is it 27 or 16? No, maybe it's 34. Yeah, it's one of them. I don't know. Um, yeah, but it's actually interesting. Like these are kind of all the things you don't really even think about, especially like with all the small aircraft, like type replacements and stuff. It's kind of interesting. Um, hello?
Yo,
We're
Yeah,
here.
sorry.
man,
Um,
I'm here. I just don't want to talk to you. Just kidding.
um, I know it's a bit earlier than usual, but I'm going to wrap it up here because I need to have a good sleep. We haven't had good sleeps in about a week,
Yeah, copy that.
so it was excellent to get back on and
What was
talk
that?
shit, talk aviation. The usual rubbish.
Yes.
Same thing with separation. 777 had to go around 737 on the runway. Yeah, but there's some weird, crazy stuff that goes on, that people don't see.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, look, there's been times though when aircraft have been told, like, expedite your clear for takeoff, and expediting depends on the pilot in command as to how much he wants to expedite. I've seen
Well, that's it.
some very slow expediting where they don't expedite at all.
Especially like a 340, 300.
Yeah, it's like they just take their sweet merry time. So, um, yeah, it happens. Tower says, "Are you ready?" And they're like, "Yes, we're ready." And then they all clear for immediate takeoff, and they line up and then they hold. What are you doing? Like
Today, this Dash 8 300 went full Tokyo drift, going super fast
Tokyo Drift. Damn.
for a taxiing aircraft. Just in front of the stairs. They must have been flying. Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Guy. I appreciate all your patience and all that sort of stuff. It's been a little bit of a tricky week or so. So um, it's great to come on and just sort of chat. It's really chill. So um, yeah, always
Ev-
thoroughly enjoy it. So
everyone needs a chill session occasionally.
100%, 100%. Anyway, boys, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And
Right, Sam.
See.
I'll be online tomorrow night.
yeah, beautiful. Appreciate your company as always. And we
I'm
will.
glad I got to get on. Say
Yes,
hello.
indeed. Especially because you're prior engaged for most of the evening.
Yes. It's a
Yeah,
very busy
absolutely.
day.
um, yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you then. Have a good night, eh?
Yeah, you too,
Copy
man.
All right.
that.
Chat
Thanks,
tomorrow.
Matt. Thanks, Nige. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, guys.
See you,
Bye for
boys.
now.
See ya. See ya.
See you
Bye.
all next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. When you're trying to play and Tower goes to... Oh yeah, Leon, just drop me a message on Monday, mate. Please vacate it. Leon, to be honest, they probably wouldn't clear you if you had to expedite. Um, Matt didn't say hi to me. He probably will now. Harbs. There you go. Sorry, Harbs. Alright, guys. Um, yes, like I said before, I appreciate everyone's patience. We haven't really been streaming lately, but I did do a members post into more detail of why sort of we haven't been on. So um, it was due to a kind of a family emergency. So and I've kind of been on full deck with the kids and that. So um, I've needed to be attentive at night and kind of get as much sleep as possible, even though it's not always the chance. Does expedite mean ASAP? Essentially, yeah. Basically means get the hell out of the way. Get your ass moving. That's basically what it means. But depending on how everything sort of goes next week, hopefully we'll be back on Tuesday. If not, I might need to consider just doing one night a week in the meantime, just especially with work and doing all that sort of stuff. So, but we'll keep you all up to date in the Discord. When's the Rexcom thingy? Guy, very good question. We might do that next week. Because we've already got the aircraft. It's ready to go. We've just got to get our stuff sorted. So, that's a good view there. I don't even know who that is. I assume it's Ben. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so we've already got the plane ready. So just once we sort of get around to it and sort it out, we'll do it. We might do it on next Saturday night or next Friday. We'll just wait and see. Anyway, if you haven't already, please make sure you do hit the like button. Much appreciated. We're at we've actually had a good viewership tonight, which has been great. So lots of people chatting, a big variety of people, which is always fantastic to see. Hopefully you all have a lovely rest of your weekend. To those who are getting Omni tomorrow, it leaves at 7 a.m. It's supposed to be overcast, but not much you can do about that. It's going out to Honolulu, so it should be reasonably heavy. I don't know if I assume it's empty, but No idea. Actually, yeah, I need to make those channels back. Okay, yes, you can see those. You can see those channels now. We've also got a new channel coming out in the ramp, which we'll bring out tomorrow, and we'll explain all that tomorrow. It's basically just a channel where we can share information about aircraft stored during COVID at all of our airports. We can keep an eye on, aircraft stored in Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, wherever it may be. Just because it's a bit of a hot topic at the moment. Alice Springs, of course. So any sort of movements, comings, goings, all that sort of stuff. But yes, we will put that up tomorrow, sort of once we get it sorted. And it'll be a nice little addition to the Discord, I think. No, physics, you never know, buddy, you never know. Alright, that'll do for me, boys and girls. Have a lovely night. Have a lovely Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your week. And we will see you hopefully on Tuesday. If not on Tuesday, it'll be on Friday or Saturday. Alright, catch you guys. Enjoy.